You are looking live at Celebrity Boxing. This is bout number 3 of the Showdown in D.C. It's the blood match. Apollo Creed versus Adonis Creed. No more quick play. We're battling it out 8 solid rounds for the rights, the bragging rights. Who is the best Creed? Well, we're getting ready to see Creed 3 come out in movie theaters here in less than a month. Actually, a couple of weeks. But the problem with Adonis Creed is he's always been in the shadow of his father, Apollo. This is his chance to get out of that shadow, to be the real Creed. We know what Apollo was and how great of a champion he was. Adonis Creed, well, okay, he beat a Russian. He beat none other than, well, let's say second fiddle opponents. No real names, but nonetheless, Adonis Creed making a name for himself. But can he get out of his shadow of his father and become the real Creed? Will he get the respect? This is an opportunity here. Dolph Lundgren's son in the movie, well, he beat him the first time by disqualification because he beat the living daylights out of him. Creed gets revenge, similar to Rocky fashion. Well, let's find out if he's as good as his old man. So it's Apollo Creed versus Adonis Creed. 8 rounds of boxing, regular celebrity fight rules. 4 dice here plays into effect. With 4 dice boxing, what you want to look for is 3 of a kind. 4 of a kind is the automatic knockout. It's over. You want to go sequence or double doubles is what you're looking for, okay? We've already done the tail of the tape, and Apollo Creed is a tier 1 against Adonis at tier 2, so he has a big fight advantage. Apollo Creed will have a 4-point advantage for all 7 rounds, and then a 1-point advantage in round number 8. And since he is the favorite, Apollo Creed will roll first. Here we go. Apollo Creed rolls. Automatically gets the triple threes. It's triple 1, so that's 3 of a kind. Now that's could be a low score. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to write down a 5 total for Apollo Creed, but he gets the 3 of the kind. And the 2 is the odd number out. So that's going to tell us what happens in the bout. What is the special event? 2 is going to be a foul. We've got a foul. Oh my gosh. We have a foul. Father against son. They're not going to just have a regular match, are they? Maybe Adonis really does hold the demons within. Let's find out. Here's the roll on the foul. It's a 3. Hitting on the break. Hitting on the break. So this is going to be Apollo Creed hitting on the break -3 to a 6-point roll. So that's -3. He gets a foul. 2 fouls on the match. It is an automatic disqualification. Wow. So -3. So Apollo Creed just gets a 2. Oh my. Well, he got what did he get? He got a total of 2, 3, 4, 5 plus the 4, so that's 9. But he loses 3, so that takes him down to 6. And then we have to mark it down. Apollo Creed, foul. And they get him for fighting, hitting after the break. Maybe he doesn't like his son. I don't know. I could see Adonis doing that, but Apollo? That was not good. Not a good start. Now here's Adonis Creed. How does he favor? Now 6, we got to mark that there 6 right now, is what his score is for the round. Adonis Creed gets a 1, 2, 3, 4. He gets 4 in a row. He's going to have a special event. With a sequence of 4 in a row, 1 to 4, and we're going to find out what happens. He's going to roll the dice again to see what happened. Special outcomes. It's a 2. We've got a foul. Oh my gosh. Another foul. How do you like that? These guys are they are out for blood, as the fight would suggest. 1, it's a headbutt. Uh-oh. We've got a headbutt. Re-roll 2 dice. 2 to 6, 11 to 12, it's accidental. 7 to 10, it's intentional. Here we go. The roll is an 11. It's accidental headbutt. That's okay. That's all well and good. The accidental headbutt. Okay, first of all, let's go back. We had 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's a total of 10. So Adonis Creed scores 10 for his round. However, we got to check the headbutt because we could have a problem. So let's go look at the headbutts. There could be a stoppage. Is it a bad headbutt? Let's look and see. Rolls a 6. Bout continues. 6, bout continues. -2 round points to the injured boxer. The injured boxer. And that lasts for 2 rounds. 2 rounds. So Apollo Creed is going to lose 2 more points for that round in the following round. Wow. So 10 points for Adonis Creed with an accidental headbutt. -2 to Apollo. Rounds 1 and 2. So Apollo Creed does not, there's no stoppage. That's a good news, but he's going to face the wrath because he's going to lose points. Okay, so he lost 2 more points there. So he's down to a 4-point round. So let's look at the score. And because he was hurt, but it was accidental, you cannot give Adonis Creed a 10-8 round there because it was accidental. So Apollo gets a 9 and a 9, and because there's not a 5-point difference, Adonis can only score 10, so we can't see about a transfer. So the first round easily goes to Adonis Creed. All right, so what do we know about Apollo? So he lost his advantage, so he's only going to have an advantage of 2 for round 2. And Adonis Creed, because he gets to win, gets to roll first. Remember, when you roll first, if something happens in action, the other fighter doesn't get to counter that. If he gets knocked down or out, it's over. Here we go. Adonis Creed, 5 and 3's 8, 9, 10 points for that round. Nothing spectacular there. Just a regular round. He kind of cooled down a little bit. And for Apollo Creed, who's already got a 2-point advantage instead of the 4, he was really taken away the last round with the foul and then the headbutt. But a big round for Apollo Creed. 6, 6, and 6. That's the 3. That's 18. 18 and 4 is 22. And a special event has occurred, number 4. Let's see what we've got. Wow. Apollo Creed, we've got a knockdown. Adonis is down. Adonis Creed is down, and Apollo has a 56.3% knockdown rating. That's still considered low by many charts. So let's see what happens. Here we go. First knockdown. 9. It is a standing 8 count. So we've got a knockdown. Standing 8 for Adonis Creed. He goes down. All right. So that's going to be additional points for Apollo Creed. Now we got to roll again. We're going again. Doubles or sequence. It's another knockdown. 2 and 2. That's a double. We got another knockdown. Creed is down again. So let's look at the second knockdown now. Apollo Creed. 5 and 3 is 8. We've got a knockdown to 6. Count of 6. So quickly, Adonis Creed is up. But he seems staggered. So we've got 2 knockdowns. And if it's the third knockdown, this one's over, folks. Here we go. 3 and 1, no. No, it's not. But it's not over yet because now additional points goes to Apollo Creed for the 2 knockdowns. Here we go. Knockdown equals 10 points, a 10-point round, additional 10 points, plus the sum of the dice, causing the knockdown. If there's multiple knockdowns, it's 15 points in the sum. So now Apollo Creed gets another 15 on top of the 22. That's going to leave him with 37. So it's a huge round for Apollo Creed. Makes up for that first round easily and is showing the youngster Adonis, guess what? Maybe Dad still has some in him. But remember, he's the crafty veteran. He was in the wars. So you can say, for one thing, wow. So, and he gets a 10-8 round in both cases from Judge White and Judge Brown because, again, having the knockdowns. So for Adonis Creed, he's going to take that one on the chin. As we go to round number 3, scheduled for 8, Apollo with the advantage now. He gets the advantage back that he lost from the headbutt there and also from the round there. In fact, to be honest with you, we didn't award the 2 points. It's 39. That is a huge round. That is going to be hard to overcome for Adonis Creed against Judge Flo. Here we go. Round 3, scheduled for 8. 11, 12, 13, 14. A regular round there for Apollo. 14, but plus the 4 now. An 18-point round. And that's a good round. That's a good round. That's an average round. That could get a victory for the round. And for Adonis, 6, that's 9, 10, 11. Nothing special there. Does not win the round. And because it's more than 5, Apollo Creed will get it with all 3 judges. So we're not going to have a roll to see if Judge Brown goes the other way. So it's a 10-9 round for him. So Adonis Creed now in some trouble as we go to round 4, scheduled for 8. Apollo, because he won the round, gets the advantage. He'll roll first. 4s. 8 and 6 is 14. Plus 2 is 16. Plus the 4 is 20. Now what Adonis has to worry about, he can't afford to be down, to get under 10 points because then Apollo's going to have a special event. More than 10 points in a round. Here's Adonis's roll. Big roll for Adonis. 4, 5, 6, but it's not the sequence. But nonetheless, it is 10 and 11. That's 21. So he comes back to win the round. Sharp round for Adonis Creed. So he wins the round 21-20, which means he'll win from 2 of the 3 judges for sure. And that can get him back in the fight. But now what we're going to do is you're going to see this, and you haven't had a chance to see it yet here on the Showdown in D.C. Here's where the judges come into play. Because Judge Brown, if it's within 5 points, you got to roll to see which way he's going to go. 2 to 5 or 12, he's going to reverse and give it to the low score. 6, that will not. It's 6 to 11. He's going to stick with Adonis Creed on this one. All right? So he gives the 10-9 decision to Adonis Creed, which makes it a good fight as we go into round number 5. Again, scheduled for 8. Adonis Creed will get to roll first because he won the last round. Here we go. Big round again for Adonis Creed. 12 and 8 is 20. That's a good number. Apollo now. Rolling. Let's see what he does. Apollo gets 10. Actually 12. Plus 4 is 16, 17. 17 plus the 4, 21. So Apollo, there's where the advantage comes into play. He wins this one, 21-20. These guys are fighting guys. Folks, they are not in any way taking off any rounds. These 2-minute formats, they're well conditioned. You would expect that. So let's see now, is Judge Brown going to change his mind and give it to Adonis Creed? 8? No, he's not. So he's going to go to Apollo this time. So Apollo wins back that round as we go to round number 6. Scheduled for 8. Here we go. Apollo Creed will roll first. He gets 10 and 6, 16. Plus 4 is 20. Another nice round for Apollo Creed. And for Adonis, 11 plus 3 is 14. Not enough to win. Not enough to turn Judge Brown's attention. So 20 to 14. So right now, it would appear as though Adonis Creed's going to need a knockout in this one. As we head to round 7. Apollo Creed with the advantage in the first roll. 11 and 4 is 15 plus 4, 19, another good round. That's what happens when you have a big advantage. That's why in celebrity boxing, matching up tiers, if you're a lower tier and you try to fight up, it's hard. You're in a big disadvantage. Sammy Sosa wasn't in the last match, but Adonis seems to be here. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's still under, more than 5, under 10. So that means the round's going to stay the same at 19 to 12. 19 to 12 here. That means Apollo Creed will win on all 3 judges' cards. And again, it's going to take a miracle here in round number 8. Apollo going first. And he rolls an 11. 11 and 6 is 17. 17 and 4, 21. Keeping in those 20s will get you somewhere every time. And for Adonis Creed, he gets 3, that's 6. 11 and 6 is 17. That's not going to do it. Not going to do it. So the son, the mentor, does not beat his father. 21-17 in the final frame. We will see, though, does Judge Brown change his mind? Yes, he does. So Judge Brown does change his mind because it's a 12. So that means that Creed loses to Judge Brown in round number 12, but I don't think it's going to be enough to change anything by any means. We'll take a look here in a minute. Let's add up the totals, shall we? Let's see, there's Apollo Creed, and let's go to the scorecards. Judge Blue sees it 162 to 115 in favor of Apollo Creed. Judge White sees the bout 78-73 for Apollo Creed. And Judge Brown scores the bout 78-75 for your winner by unanimous decision. And still, the best Creed out there, Apollo Creed. And there you have it, the blood match. Father beats son.